Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Ars Mechanica, specifically the publisher Seven Sagas, but Ars Mechanica is the tabletop RPG that features the 30 Years' War waged by Titanic walking engines. It even comes with solo rules. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Detri Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop RPG, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products and check out their recent release, Final Frontier. This is a streamlined sci-fi tabletop RPG where you get to explore space for justice, for profit, for both. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Now, let me check the sound because, yes, it is good. Today, I am playing a tutorial campaign featuring 6 Crowns in Hell. That's the name, 6 Crowns in Hell. You will see the cover in a few moments. In fact, let me show it to you right now. Let's go over here. And because that is the game board that I will be employing, you can see it here. This is the game board. This is the cover of the book. 6 Crowns in Hell features a demonic protagonist that is making his way or her way through hell. You are looking for power to become the most powerful in hell. In order to accomplish this, you need to destroy 6 very powerful demons that have the crowns of hell. And once you have all 6 crowns, you can choose to go back to Earth or wherever it is you are coming from, right? It could be some other planet, some other world rather. Or you could take on Diablo, you could take on the devil, the source of all evil, at least according to this game and within this particular cosmology. You can play several sessions of this game with different protagonists, and they could belong to different worlds with their own hells, right? And so in 6 Crowns of Hell, that is basically it. You play this using a deck of cards. I place the Joker here because the Joker is going to be used if I decide to face Diablo. We shall see. This is going to be my token. Let me give you a close-up of the character, and I will tell you about my character. And we are using these cards to keep track of things. This solo game is a bit on the Dark Souls style. Your character cannot die. You keep on coming back from resting, as it is called in this game, recovering from the damnation that you suffer, or when your journey has reached a sort of like an impasse. You can choose to rest, and you get to continue your journey without dying, or at least not dying permanently. It's all about your descriptions, your narrations. I'm going to try to make it as clear as possible when I am playing the role of the character, and when I am coming up with the interpretation of these results, because there are many random results for this game. Now, when it comes to my character, his name is Yoros Flint. He was a very poor individual in the Middle Ages. He was being taught the ways of the merchant by his uncle, but he got fed up with that lifestyle His uncle was a con artist selling less than useful products for the most expensive prices, and he still was very poor. So, in a fit of rage, Yoros annihilated his uncle, took his money, ignored all of the education and learning that he had been receiving to become a con artist merchant, and decided to become a thief by profession. But he eventually died due to a disease, and when he reached hell, he was unremarkable. His greatest stat is quick. You have three stats: quick, cunning, and wrathful. But later on, he became more wrathful as he had to survive in hell. And he struck gold when, during his journeys, he found a legendary, unusual weapon known as the Rage Bound Dagger. He thought he had finally connected with his other half. The weapon was the missing part of his soul that could have perhaps aided him when he was alive. But all the demons, a lot of demons want that weapon as well, so Yoros had to hide for a century in hell while the demons were searching for him until the things died down a bit, and now he can take action to assassinate the six demon lords and perhaps confront the ultimate evil. That's pretty much it. I'm going to be explaining as a tutorial. I'm going to try to explain things as well, but I also want to roleplay, so I'll try to make it as clear as possible. And so it begins. We determine the starting world, the starting section within hell. We determine the traits of the first stage. "44. 44 again. Gardens of Entrails, Justice. We take a card. We write it down. Gardens of Entrails. Justice. "34. 35. Adapt. Hunter. We place the card here indicating the characteristics. As Yoros continues his search for the crowns of hell, he makes his way into the Gardens of Entrails, a place of severity well known for its deadly environment unless the would-be hunters moving through it can adapt. Yoros looks around and seeks through the intestines, the viscera, for lost souls that he can devour. I draw cards to determine if the souls are encountered. Two cards are drawn. Cunning is used to find the souls. 7 matches each number in the cards. Two lost souls are discovered by Yoros. As Yoros, I remove the mask from my face that has been serving to shield my countenance and absorb the souls through my mouth and nostrils. I then proceed to search around for a pathway within the entrails amongst the putrefying organs. The cards are discarded. A new card is drawn. King has been discovered. We determine the type of king. A king of hell. A well-known hell knight. Big Simuzot. Known as the Butcher Demon, the Hell Knight of Blood and Iron. Ioros knew him well. His abyss physiology, the noose around his neck, his cadaver-like face hidden underneath, a cowl made of flayed flesh with a sharp axe and solid armor. He approached Yoros. I determine the interaction. "46. The foul knight stands motionless, observing Yoros with curiosity, tilting his head from side to side, casually swinging his axe in short arcs. As Yoros, I roar at the knight. I am taking your crown. I throw myself, knife at the ready, a rage-bound dagger held, aiming towards Big Sumo's neck. We draw 2 cards. I roll, adding the quick stat. The result was barely noticeable, as the knife left a superficial cut in one of the arms, wielding the axe that got in the way, protecting the neck. We add a card to Big Simonson's health bar. Big Simonson swings his axe, attempting to chop off Yoro's head, as Yoros attempts to crouch as low as possible while thrusting the dagger into the abdomen of the Hell Knight. The cut barely gets through, leaving a superficial mark once more. The demon roars in pain as the cut is felt, and foul, putrescent, dark green blood flows out of the wound. The Hell Knight yells in frustration as he unleashes a meaty fist in the direction of Yoros' head. As Yoros, I swing my dagger at the incoming hand. The cut was deep, almost chopping off the hand entirely. Big Simuson recoils back in bait and wildly swings his axe with no precision, attempting to hit any part of Yoros's body. As Yoros, I sidestep to the right and slash downwards with the dagger, aiming for one of the arms, whichever arm gets in the way. But the cut is not deep enough, only inflicting a minor wound. Big Simuson charges forward in a fit of rage. But the dagger begins to vibrate with a hellish, dark red glow. The wounds inflicted begin to burn Big Simuson's body just like acid. Five cards are added. The cuts produce waterfalls of putrescent blood flowing out of Big Simuson's body as the foul executioner removes its cowl and roars with the sound threatening to make cracks on Yoros's own bones. As Yoros, I jump with wild abandon, aiming towards the exposed eyes of the Hell Knight. Only making a superficial cut across the what remains of the nose's breach. Big Simuson's large hand, the one that has not been too wounded, approaches Ioros's neck with threatening, grasping fingers. As Ioros, I fall backwards, cutting upwards with the dagger, aiming for the hand. The maneuver left a small cut across the hand as the Hell Knight removes it as fast as possible. But the wound begins shining once more due to the dagger's power. 3 more cards are added as damage. Big Simuson swings his axe with both arms, lunging like a mad beast. As I sidestep to the left, thrusting at the Hell Knight's ribs. The dagger sinks in and drinks away the soul essence of the hellish ruler of hell, hellish ruler of the abyss. The soul is absorbed into Ioros's body, and the body of the Hell Knight dissolves into nothingness. Only a crown remains behind. Ioros has found the first crown, the crown of blood. Ioros realizes that the entrails, the organs, the viscera, the melanoma that are encasing these gardens of entrails part ways, revealing many more avenues for exploration. And this concludes the session. This is my first time formally playing this game outside of the playtest that I did a few years back. Was it 2 years? When I was reviewing this game. I was incredibly lucky to encounter one of the kings. It was the first exploration, literally. I was just about to explore and the thing appeared. But now I have the first crown. And I didn't suffer damnation. Incredible. Wait a minute. Yes, because in the fighting demons. Let's take a look. Uh-huh. Where's the fight demon action? Here it is. Upon hope, stack 2 cards. Upon despair, stack either one of the cards on the demon. Yeah. I never got the upon darkness result. That is great. Well, thank you for watching this actual play tutorial. I hope you understand how to play this game so that you can enjoy it. Some people, I guess that the rules are not that well explained at times, but some people could find it a bit challenging to know how exactly do you explore, when do you use stats. It depends, right? For example, in my case, I was looking for souls, and I looked at my character sheet, and it doesn't make sense that you should be quick if you don't know if there are souls, right? If there were already souls flying about, you could use quick to catch them. But this was more related to cunning, to see the places where the souls could linger. And Wrathful doesn't make sense because brute strength won't save you, won't help you when finding those souls. As you draw the cards, the results, to see what sort of encounters, what sort of elements, like in the case Gardens of Entrails, Justice, Adapt, Hunter, you have those 4 keywords, or rather 3 because you already know, well, 4, the Gardens of Entrails. You have those 4 keywords or 4 key concepts to figure out things. If I were to, for example, try to explore a place and I cannot move over there because you can get that result You try to explore a path, and it is hidden, or there is an obstacle, then there must be a risk that you must overcome. In the case of Garden of Entrails, because you have entrails and you need to adapt and hunter, it made me think that perhaps the entrails sometimes would latch onto you. They could entrap you like vines, like snakes, or those supernatural vines that sometimes appear in fiction. So it would make sense that to use quick to escape them. But what if it was something else, right? Like a riddle? Then you should use cunning. What if it requires brute strength? Like there is a wall or a boulder. Excuse me. I ate a toasted bread sandwich before this actual play. I got a bit of toast, piece of toast. Okay, or maybe there is a boulder or wall that you need to destroy, or the boulder you need to push it away or pick it up. Then you would use wrathful, in my opinion. So yes, it's a very simple game. It's just it has its nuances when it comes to determining the theme, and this is going to be an ongoing campaign. I decided to start this because the spooky season is upon us. It's about to be October, so I hope you found this tutorial play informative and entertaining. If you have any questions, please let me know. A few of my viewers, about two viewers, have asked me questions about this game. I hope, I hope this 6 crowns of in hell actual play will help you enjoy the game. And so thank you once more. Thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master, and remember, in tabletop role-playing games, you are not telling stories about your characters. You are experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you and see you later.